Hedkayses, hello. Welcome back. Welcome to part 2. Welcome to the lab. Have you seen part 1 yet? If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go and watch part 1. It'll make part 2 a lot more interesting. This part isn't going away. It's on YouTube. Right, smashing stuff. Welcome back. This is a normal polystyrene helmet. This is our Hedkayse demo helmet. Polystyrene helmet, pretty much brand new. No visible signs of damage on the inside. Just panning in a bit, you can see the polystyrene, no cracks or splits or obvious marks or indentations. A good test that you can do to your helmet at home. Have a go at pressing all over, and the polystyrene should come right up against the shell on the inside, maybe a millimeter gap, something like that. If you find an area where there's a big compression, that means it's probably had a knock at some point in its life in the past, but the shell hides that. Please replace your helmet immediately. We'll look after this one. Don't have to look after this one though. He's almost 2 years old, 500 or so impacts. It's been absolutely, well, as you can see, used and demonstrated to prove the purpose that our material doesn't behave in the same way. So we'll be impacting this helmet as well to have a look. Right, let's get cracking. 1.5 meter drop there. 3, 2, 1. And that is 145.7. That's done a really good job. Let's take a closer look at the product. Look at that. So it's split there. Let's remove these. Wow, can you see that split line there? It looks okay, but look at, you know what you said earlier about the compression? Look at that. So what would happen if we did it again? Okay, drop number 2. The second time, 321.6, much sharper spike. Let's have a look at the helmet. The harness bits come off. Oh, it should have been replaced after the first hit anyway. But, I mean, massive fracture lines. It's basically split in half. So what does this mean? It means even if you have a little knock, every time this material damages, it stops it or prevents it from being able to do the job it was meant to do. So look after your helmet. If you've got a polystyrene or polypropylene helmet, look after it. And if you think it's had a little knock, replace it. Hedkayse helmet, 2 years old, hundreds of hits. I had 2 and it was dead. Let's just see what happens. Do you notice a bit of a squishy sound rather than another sound? 141.8, it's a nice smooth curve. I know it's still a horrible thing. You're going to need a big cup of tea after that, but right, let's keep going. That's 122.9 G. So impact 2 gave a lesser reading. Now this will tend to happen because there's so many variables, but realistically, obviously you want to be below that 250 and we're a long way away right now. Impact 2 on that one was 300 plus. So good start, let's keep going. $148.4, so again, still in that ballpark. 134.8. Cool. I want to make sure that you can still see that spike as it hits the floor. 136.4. 125.8. 127.4. I think you're getting the idea. Should do a few more. 143.5. Oh, not sure about that one. That sort of hit the edge of the foam, but still 146.3. That's better. 138.7. So let's have a look at the helmet. And I make sure I've not put anything sneaky in there or done anything unusual. Got a lot of green paint on the inside. But apart from a bit of cosmetic damage, which we've had after years of abuse, the material still feels the same. In this area here where we've been hitting it a lot, it's warmed up a lot because obviously friction leads to heat. But otherwise, we could just keep going, basically. That's why we made Hedkayse helmets.